Hello, everybody. It is another live episode of Car Lot Confessions. I am your host, Frank Fanzoni. Welcome to the show. I am loving Tuesdays because Car Lot Confessions is Tuesday nights right now, and I'm very excited to be here. I hope you guys are too. We have a lot of great content to cover tonight. Looking for a wonderful turnout. Hopefully, everybody's got their notifications on. And we'll be jumping on tonight. Hello, Skip McCormick, my brother-in-law. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for showing up tonight. It is going to be a great night. Looking forward to the show tonight. It's going to be a lot of great topics to discuss. I'm looking forward to it all week. This is really my passion, my love, and hopefully you guys have too. Look forward to hearing your guys' comments and concerns in regards to the news articles that I posted. The week question has already gone up as well, so if you guys haven't done the poll of the week, go ahead and make sure you go ahead and get on there, vote, leave a comment if you'd like. Let's take care of some housekeeping things real quick. First of all, T-shirts. Tonight I'm wearing my physical T-shirt for the day job, supporting the local U of M. But if you're interested in promoting something, your own business or something positive, you're welcome to go ahead and send me a shirt if you'd like to hear a live taping of a Car Lot Confession. So there's that. So if you're interested in doing that, please feel free to send me a direct message, or you can go ahead and post something on Facebook for me, and I will make sure to let you guys know. Also, you guys can catch us on YouTube as well. Make sure you guys go to our YouTube page where all of our episodes are at, and you can check those out. Those are reruns. We only go live on Facebook, but you guys can check out the past shows there. So if you're not yet a subscriber on YouTube, make sure you guys subscribe. Other than that, welcome to the show. Make sure you guys could like, share, and follow this page. If you guys could like, share, and follow for me, that'd be greatly appreciated. It is definitely a big help for me. We want to continue to grow the Car Lot Confessions community page and continue to get more members and more people viewing, so that way they can come be part of the show as well. So if you could hit that share button for me real quick, I'd greatly appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. All right, so it's Tuesday. We're here, Car Lot Confessions. A lot of stuff to cover. Super excited for it. We'll go ahead and get right into the poll question from last week, if you guys are interested. The poll question from last week was a good one. It was, which do you prefer, teleportation or stopping time? And the majority of you actually agreed with me, because I chose stop time as well. 70% out of 10 votes, 70% said they'd rather stop time than to be able to teleport. Hey, that makes total sense. I mean, I guess one of the things that we all look for, I think, is more time in the day. I know if there's anybody who could use more time, it's me. I cram as much stuff in as possible, and I do find myself from time to time not enjoying the moment, I guess, because I'm too worried about the next one. So, stopping time is always something that that I think people are interested in doing. Unfortunately, that's something we can't do. Time is one of those things that's uncontrollable, and so I can see why people would choose that. Of course, teleportation would be nice. I could go visit all my friends over in Washington or wherever, my brother in Montana, all these friends and families that I have all over the country. Well, hello, Justin. Welcome to the show. What's up, bud? Thanks for jumping on. I'm so glad you could be here. Love every time you jump in. And everything you bring to the show. So thank you so much for being here tonight. It's going to be a great show tonight, guys. We're going to wait here just a couple more minutes to see if a couple people can jump on. But super excited for the show tonight. Should be a good one. The title of the show, Spray and Pray, is kind of all about our articles tonight. Hopefully you guys read the article on the site. There's a lot of great information in there, kind of a scary article that we're going to talk about, especially for my Michiganders. But this is something that could eventually be affecting the entire country, aka even the entire world. So we will get into that. Again, we just covered last week's poll question. Hopefully you guys do this week's poll question. This week's poll question I thought was pretty interesting. I actually thought this one up just the other day while I was at home. We get the mail. We get a newspaper in our mailbox still. And, the truth is I've grabbed that paper so many times, but I can't tell you how many times I've actually read it. So the poll question we added for this week's show, do you still read the newspaper or newspaper ads? Truth is, I don't even read the ads anymore. So let me know what you guys think. It already looked like it was a pretty happening poll this week so far. A lot of people already commented on it today. I was able to post that earlier today, and it looks like things are people responding to it. So it's glad people are. If you guys could share that poll as well, we can get some more people to go ahead and vote on it. I'd like to get a lot more than 10 votes on this week's poll if possible. It's a pretty easy one. Yes or no answer. Do you guys read the paper still, the newspaper, or do you guys read newspaper ads or not? I use it for firewood kindling. I use it to light fires in the burn barrel, all that good stuff. But I can't say I've actually ever read one as of recent. I get all my news through electronic media. So let me know what you guys think about that. I think it's a pretty good poll question, pretty generic, pretty basic. But you know, I always wonder about newspapers, and I know and magazines with all the stuff that's going on in the world and all the instant media that's out there. Can the newspaper still stay alive? So let me know what you guys think in regards to that poll. I think it's a good one this week. So glad you guys could be here. Super excited for Car Lot Confessions. Applause to you guys for being on right now. Thank you so much for turning on your notifications. I appreciate every single one of you, absolutely. And, of course, you guys always are the ones that make the show. So thank you so much for being here. All right, so tonight, remember, guys, no critics in the chat. I want you to be able to make your comments and be able to speak your minds. There's a lot of great content tonight. But, of course, it's we're going to jump right into one of my favorite new segments of the show. What is it? Grind Gears. Grinds My Gears is one of my new favorite segments of the show. Hopefully you guys like it too. It is time for another round of Grinds My Gears. And in this week's show, we're going to be talking about how the nonstop automated telephone calls for either warranties on my car, a vacation, or the political opinion-based phone calls that you just get over and over again are absolutely grinding my gears. All right. So let's get into it. Let me know if you guys get these as well. I've been receiving nonstop calls from around the world in regards to the warranty on my vehicle, or you've won a 3-day vacation. Why is it that this continues to keep happening? I don't understand how we can't put a stop to this. How many people are actually responding to these phone calls to keep them circulating? How many of these people are actually getting sucked into extending their car's warranty when they don't really even have the information of what kind of car you drive? I still get phone calls from a car that I owned 2 cars ago. Yeah, I don't need a warranty because I don't own the car, right? Anyways, it's just kind of funny, and I just think, you know, every time I look at my phone rings, which isn't very often anymore. I don't get too many phone calls in the age of texting and messaging and all that kind of stuff. To be the most common way we communicate. But really, really, really grinds my gears every time I look down onto my phone and I see someone from Albuquerque, New York, or Los Angeles, California, or some odd, weird name place in Wyoming, places I don't even know people, are calling my phone to ask me if I want to update the warranty on my vehicle when they're not even calling me from the state I live in. Anybody else have this problem? Anybody else experiencing this? Absolutely grinds my gears. I can't stand it. And then constantly, of course, these vacations and these timeshares and all these things, of course, everybody's calling these days. What happened to the national do not call list? Anybody know what that is? It seems like every time I ask to be removed from a list, I get about 10 more phone calls. That doesn't make any sense. Is this their way of dodging that national phone call list that they removed from their list, but it's from just that city and state? So you get a call from another city and state, but it's the same company that's giving out the warranty? Doesn't make no sense to me. Let me know what you guys think. Weigh in on the Grind My Gears right now, because seriously, I can't stop getting these phone calls no matter what. In fact, I wouldn't be shocked if I got one while we're on air tonight. It seems to be happening that frequently. Now, I know there's ways to block these phone calls and that kind of stuff, but there has to finally be a way to solve these kind of things, because the truth is, I really feel for the old people that get taken advantage of in these types of situations. It's really bad that these phone calls still exist, and that people just get suckered in on them. I'm constantly dealing with phone calls from it. Like I said, I do chuckle from time to time in regards to the places that I get these phone calls from. I do not know anybody in these places, which is so funny that I'm getting these phone calls. But the worst part is when I'm receiving them from within my own state. I've received phone calls from cities that I used to live in, people that I know that live in these cities, area codes that I recognize. And I answer them, and I'm thinking, oh, it's a friend. And then I get, hello, we're calling you in regards to the warranty on your vehicle. Trust me, I've never bought an extended warranty on my vehicle. I will never buy an extended warranty on my vehicle. Please stop calling me. I'm getting sick of it. It really does grind my gears. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to put it in the chat. Do you guys get these phone calls too? Have you found a way to block these phone calls? Because I have not yet. I keep on asking them to remove me. I just start hitting buttons these days. It's 2 or 9 or 1 to get off the call list. But every time you get off the call list, they call you from another city. Is that even legal? Does anybody know the legal ramifications of that? I'm going to have to look them up. But it is definitely something that is a problem. That is for sure. So anyways, that grinds my gears. I don't have any way to put a positive spin on it, I guess, other than the fact that I get to at least hear my ringtone from time to time, I guess. Right? But other than that, I don't really have a positive spin in regards to that one. I'm just really tired of these phone calls. It does really grind my gears. And I'm pretty sure if you guys were here, if you're viewing this later, it probably grinds your gears too. But feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think in regards to the whole nonstop robocalls for warranties on cars, dream vacations, and political views. Please. But that's grind my gears. I love it. All righty, guys. We're going to go ahead and keep on moving along with the show. Tonight's news articles, we had an updated article that came in that I did post just a little while ago, so hopefully you guys got to read that one as well. So they're both up there, but this is a very serious topic that we're going to be talking about tonight. And again, goes along with the title of the show this evening of Spray and Pray. It's in regards to the new, I guess new to me, I guess it's not that new, but it's a little new, EEE virus that's going around from deadly mosquitoes. So the title of the article, 3 possible human cases of deadly mosquito virus, is the Eastern Equine Encephalitis disease investigated here in Michigan. That was the article that I originally posted. I updated a new article that came out today saying that there is actually 3 cases of people dying that are reported in the state of Michigan right now. And 3 Michiganders have actually died from this disease. If you notice, my window's up. I'm having, I'm not going to lie that I'm not a little affected by this. I was sitting here and a mosquito flew in my window and I saw it. I clapped and killed it. But I thought to myself, the first thing I thought to myself was, hey, that's a mosquito. It was, I need to protect myself. Now, if you guys have read this, let me know if you have, and let me know your thoughts on this. It's kind of a big deal. And I know for my people that are out in Washington, you guys may not be experiencing or seeing any of this yet, but for me, this is close to home. And it's definitely frightening. I remember the days when I was a kid, and I went outside and played. All right, I used to go outside and play basketball with my friends until the porch came on, and then had to run home. I know here, that's here, and that's also in Washington as well. You know, staying out late as kids and enjoying the night air, and especially the summertime and in the fall, all of these times was a part of life. Some of my happiest memories are enjoying the dusk time in the day. And now we're being warned to stay in or cover up, constantly spray pesticides, DEET, on our clothing and on our bodies to try to protect ourselves from diseases transferred by mosquitoes. I mean, what is this world coming to? it absolutely scares me to see this. And it scares me for myself, for my friends, for my family, and absolutely 100% for my children. Not once when I was a kid growing up did I have to worry about the fear of getting bit by a mosquito. In fact, I had a lot of mosquito bites when I was a child. I hated them. They were itchy. Never once did I fear for my life. Let's get into this article a little bit because it was definitely an interesting one, especially updated one. EEE, Eastern Equine Encephalitis disease or virus that is being transferred by mosquito bites. 1 in 3 people who have contracted it die. There's a 33% fatality rate for humans. That's huge. That is so 1 in 3. You have a better chance of not getting hit by lightning with a hole in your hand standing out in a thunderstorm than dying from this disease. That's scary. Scares me for my kids. On the list that was in that article, I believe, Detroit is the 24th most mosquito-infested city in the U.S. The 24th. Number 1, which actually shocked me, was L.A., Los Angeles. Seattle, for my Seattle peeps, did not make the list, by the way, in the top 50 of the United States. That was the list, was the top 50 most mosquito-infested cities in the U.S., top 50. Seattle did not make the list. Detroit was 24th. LA was number 1. So I remember not too long ago when they talked about the West Nile virus. It was an issue that came out in regards to mosquitoes and mosquitoes being transferred. And this was actually the more, from what I remember, the more mass virus that was transmitted by mosquitoes was West Nile. Everybody's heard of it. I'm sure you have too. And in 2018, West Nile virus cases actually rose in that year. 167 people died from West Nile, according to the Center of Disease and Prevention, in 2018. That's a lot. That is a lot of people. I mean, 167, that's over 100 cases of people dying of West Nile in a year. 2,647 cases were reported, which is actually 550 more than the year before. That's the increase. 550 more from the year 2017 to the year 2018 for West Nile. 2,647 cases total with 167 people dying. And now we have this new disease, this EEE disease, that is killing people. 1 in 3 are dying from this, and it's scary. It doesn't. I don't know how to put it. I don't know what to say about it because it's scary. It puts fear in me. I don't want to sit here with my window up because I can't trust that a bug that's this big, maybe smaller, flies into my window, lands on my head, bites me, flies away, and now I'm sick. I mean, can anyone explain that to me? Let me know what you guys think, or how does that make you feel? Let's start talking about some of the symptoms of EEE. Some of the symptoms that it includes is sudden onset of fever and chills, body and joint aches, which can progress to a severe encephalitis. It actually attacks the nervous system, so the brain and the nervous system. Headaches, disorientation, tremors, seizures, paralysis, and then, of course, comas. All from a bite from a mosquito that are carrying the EEE virus. Where did this come from? I haven't done a whole lot of research on that part. I apologize. I had to put the show together and things have been busy. So I have to apologize that on my least amount of facts that I have right now. But so if you guys can share some or look some up while we're talking, I greatly appreciate it. That would be helpful. But this disease, this virus, I can't call it a disease, it's a virus. There's no vaccinations for it. There is not one vaccine that they've come up with for either EEE or West Nile. Yet people are dying from this. Don't get me wrong. I have some frustrations about the fact that we have not been able to find a cure for this yet, or a vaccination. In this day and age, in our technology and our laboratories and our scientists and the money that's flowing out there in regards to cures for cancer and which don't get me wrong, cure for cancer, find one, all of that. This is a very short-term illness from an infection of a bite leading to death. Kind of feels like it's top priority right now. When the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services is requesting that schools, entertainment events like parades or parks or fairs, carnivals, all decide not to do anything around dusk, which is the most prominent time for mosquitoes to feed, asking people to stay indoors or to protect themselves by covering completely, spraying DEET all over yourself, another chemical, to stop the fear of death and to keep a mosquito away from biting you. This is kind of a serious deal. The 3 Michiganders who died and everything that we're seeing is the biggest outbreak in more than a decade in regards to illnesses and viruses that are spread by mosquitoes. The CDC says that you can contract Zika virus, West Nile, chikungunya virus, which I've not heard of that one, or the dengue virus, or I don't know what that is, and malaria, along with EEE and West Nile, all from mosquitoes. Okay, so you know what we can contract. Why do we not have cures for this stuff yet? And the people that are going to be affected, I mean, think about all the camping that people do and hiking and going into the woods, and my people from Michigan know that we always go up north and we have a great time, and there's a lot of camping and you sit out by the bonfire at night. These are things we do in the summer and fall. We have backyard bonfires, we have bonfires when we go camping, all this kind of stuff. It's 90 degrees out, 80 degrees out, still outside at night, not at this very moment, but during the summer and things like that. And you got to wear full long sleeve shirts and clothing to make yourself susceptible to death. What is this world coming to? You have to spray yourself with DEET, cover yourself up, and pray that nothing happens? Horses, they have a vaccination. So let's talk vaccinations again real quick as we're talking about this. Vaccinations for horses, there's one that exists in regards to the EEE virus, but there is not one for humans. We have a very large problem of mosquitoes here in the state of Michigan. Let me read off some of the counties for my Michiganders here where they've been found. Kalamazoo, Cass, Van Buren, Berrien, Barry, St. Joseph, and the 2 that really affect me most, Genesee and Lapeer County, which Genesee is just literally a stone's throw away from where I'm at. Same with Lapeer. All have had cases of EEE virus reported in either animals or humans, which means it's here. It's in the state of Michigan. It's here. Doesn't mean it can't not be anywhere else as well. Just because there hasn't been a case reported doesn't mean it's not there. So my Seattle and my Washingtonians that are on the show and that come to the show, and if you're from any other state watching the show after it's been live, please understand, just because it's not reported, it doesn't mean it may not exist in your area. We have to be careful. I just know that when the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services is advising people to not go outside and enjoy our beautiful state, our beautiful time of fall and / end of summer type time because of the fear of mosquitoes and the viruses it can give, it just kills me to think what this world is coming to. And I hope they are rapidly trying to find a cure for this. Puts fear in me. Puts fear in my friends, for my family, for the people I care about, for my animals. I don't want my dog to die. I don't want the horses to die. I'm an animal lover. I can't stand to think of people having to go through those types of symptoms. Headaches, fevers, tremors, seizures, coma from a mosquito bite. Let me know what you guys think about this. Weigh in for me. I don't want to hear no crickets in the chat tonight, guys. Let me know what you guys think about it, because to me, this is a very, very serious deal, and this is something that I don't think is getting enough attention, and it's sad that at this point in time, which there's a new news article today, which is nice, but only due to death, and that it's hitting closer to home, this is something we should be talking about. I would love to be seeing more information in regards to how we're going to fight these the viruses that are coming from these mosquitoes. There's no way to eradicate. It was on my way here tonight, and it was nice to see that the county that I'm in right now was spraying for mosquitoes. I saw the truck that was spraying on my way in tonight, and it was nice to see that. Pam weighs in. She says, "Hi, Frank. We stay indoors during early mornings and dusk when mosquitoes are mostly active." And that is exactly, that's great, Pam. Thank you so much for being here to the show, by the way. I'm so glad you're on. Thank you for contributing. I agree 100%. That is what the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services is suggesting, that we all stay in. But the last thing I want to hear is people not able to enjoy their lives because of bugs. I mean, we got to find a cure and a way to do this. Justin, thank you so much for weighing in as well. It says it's very worrisome. For sure, we have so many mosquitoes here in Washington as well. The good news is Washington didn't make the top 50 list. I don't know who did that study. I should have found that. I think it might have been under the Control and Prevention Center of Disease and Control and Prevention. I found it while I was looking. But yes, it is worrisome. It does scare me that that we have to fear a bug that is highly existent in the state of Michigan, and having to stay inside and not enjoy our beautiful weather here or anywhere else for the fear that we're going to get a bug bite that can kill us. We don't live in Australia for that reason. That's kind of a joke. Of course, with them and their scorpions and their spiders and all that kind of stuff, and people do still survive out there. But here, we live in Michigan. I do, at least, even though it's a mosquito-infested state. We don't have too many poisonous that can kill us here, and unfortunately, that was one. Actually, fortunately, that was one of the reasons why I loved living here. But now, who would have thought the mosquito is going to turn to could possibly be the deadliest bug out there? It's ridiculous. Garrett, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining on. So glad you could make it in tonight. We are talking about the 3 confirmed death cases here in the state of Michigan from the Eastern equine encephalitis virus that is being transmitted by mosquitoes. I posted 2 articles, one for the show itself and then an updated article that came out today. And again, Detroit is the 24th most mosquito-infested city in the U.S. LA is number 1. Want to make sure I put that out there. Out of the top 50 that I saw, but a 30% fatality rate. I mean, for humans, that's 1 in 3 people. I mean, we all never know how we're going to go. We all never know what's going to happen. We make the best of what we can while we're here. Man, would I be really ticked off if I got bit by a mosquito and died. I want to go out way more prominent than that. I want to go way more out better than that. But not to turn this to the dark side, but it is definitely something that's happening. Too many mosquitoes here in Michigan. Again, on my way in tonight, though, it was nice to see that the county I'm in it right now was spraying. So here's the other thing I want to ask and to talk about real quick as well is what's the trade-off here? So we have mosquitoes that can kill us, that's for sure. We have counties spraying insecticides, more than likely cancer-causing. Who knows what else? We're being told to spray our clothes and our bodies with DEET, bug repellent. Are we trading a long-term death for short-term death, or short-term death for a long-term death? All these chemicals? Are we just putting a Band-Aid over it with this stuff, though? Let me know what you guys think. Pam weighs in. It seems to take a long time to develop and get approval for vaccines and new medicines. Very, very true. It does take a long time, and I know they have to go through their trials. Has to be approved. There are tons of side effects with all this kind of stuff as well that they have to make sure is in studies. All of this makes sense, 100%. I want to make sure that we're not being vaccinated with something that could eventually hurt us more than it helps us. But until then, until we get that figured out, we have to worry about this. This is a concern. We have to worry about being bit by mosquitoes. So while we're at it and we're talking tonight, and I want you guys to weigh in, and no more crickets, guys, keep weighing in for me. I love it. I love it. Here's the question of the night for you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Yes. Does this scare you? What do you think should be done about this? How should we go? What do you think we should be doing, or as citizens, or as say cities or county members or counties themselves, states, government, your local Congress, politicians? Should this go all the way up to the president? What's going on? Let me know what you guys think. Weigh in. But does this scare you? Because I'm going to tell you right now, it scares me. Like I said, my window's up tonight. I had it earlier as I was preparing for the show. A mosquito flew in. I was able to get it, which was good. But I instantly rolled this window up. I didn't want, and it scared me. And it's a beautiful summer/fall night here in the state of Michigan. I love Michigan evenings. But I can't enjoy it. I have to sit in this car now. Wonderfully talking to you folks, and I'm so glad you guys are here. But with the air conditioning on to try to stay cool and comfortable. And I can't have a window down to enjoy my Michigan night. It saddens me. Wife is on. Hello, KRA. Thank you so much for being here. She says, I got bit by a mosquito tonight. Yes, it's scary. I'm sorry, and that scares me too, especially because it's you. It would scare me for anybody. But this is a concern. At what point, I mean, we went from having to worry about, I don't know, it's just the fear of all this to me. And of course, look at me, I'm itching. I'm freaking out here. It worries me a lot. I'm sure it worries you guys. Kara says, what do you do? They are spraying like crazy. Are pesticides a good idea? Yes, exactly. Thank you for saying that, Kara. Are they good? I just mentioned that. Are we trading short-term death for long-term, trying to combat them right now? Pesticides, DEET, spray, bug spray, all of this is actually, it's all part of this, and it is something we have to think about long-term as well. But to me, I know we need to be finding a vaccination for this. They have one for horses. They don't have one for humans. I'm hoping they're working on it. But I mean, there's no vaccination right now. CDC says that you can contract Zika virus, West Nile virus, all these viruses, malaria from mosquitoes, yet we can't combat the issue that we have with these mosquitoes. And we've had these issues for a while. Again, we talked about, for those who have been just a bit late, is that 2,647 cases were reported of West Nile virus in 2018, which was 550 cases more than the year before in 2017. This is going up. This is something that is continuing to grow and be a problem. Yet I'm not sure if it's being addressed. Jared weighs in. Thank you. It doesn't scare me because I'm indoors most times. But it's a good reminder to make sure Legend is updated on his shots because he likes to roll around in the grass. Legend is for the viewers, is Jared's dog. But I will be mindful when playing softball or going to early morning walks. And you have to be. And that's kind of the awareness that I wanted to bring tonight on Carlock Confessions with you guys, is a little bit of awareness of this issue right now. But I understand, and it's great that you spend time indoors. I like to be outdoors. I'm an outdoors guy. A lot of people in the state of Michigan are. A lot of people around this country are outdoor people. And now we have to be fearful of being outdoors. Kara says, don't freak out. Pray that it gets freezing soon to kill them all. Yes. Thank you for saying that as well, Kara. The Michigan Department of Human Services has stated that this problem should decrease after the first frost, which, of course, kills the eggs and will shorten the mosquito lifespan, I guess. And so they did state, Health and Human Services, the MDHH, has also said that, we start to go outside and calm down when the first freeze happens. But between you and I don't want summer in. I'm enjoying this warm weather, these warm nights, and being able to be out. Pam weighs in. Health professionals tell people to use repellents containing DEET, but no one thinks it will happen to them, just like the sunscreen and the skin cancer. We have to do what we can for ourselves. Thank you so much. I applaud all you guys for your comments. Thank you so much for weighing in. It's definitely, all of this is extremely important, and it's a great example of sunscreen and skin cancer. Pam, thank you for saying that. It is one of those scenarios where it's not going to happen to me. There's so many mosquitoes. It's never going to happen. I don't get bit very often, whatever the case may be. But this is something that is growing and continuing to grow. I thought that way about West Nile. I have to admit, I did. In regards to the whole West Nile virus and getting bit by a mosquito, I'm not going to get it. I likely have not had it. But the fact that there's 550 more cases the last year before goes to show that this is something that's completely on the rise and is continuing to be a problem. What can we do to combat this? What do you think should be done, you guys? Let me know what you think. Kara weighs in. Kayla sprayed the kids tonight before they took Scotch out for a walk. I need to remember to spray Stone before football. That stuff isn't good for you either. Again, are we trading? Thank you for your comment. Are we trading a long-term issue, these pesticides and these chemicals that were introduced into the air, into our bodies on a consistent basis? Is something that, like, I'm racking my brain on this a lot because it's here. It's something that's very real that we need to be aware of. Not that I want to put fear in everybody, but what are long-term effects of this? And has anybody stopped to think about the long-term effects? We're all fearful now, and we're all trying to do what we can to help the current situation, but these Band-Aids could be causing larger problems in the end. I don't like having to stay indoors because of the EEE virus or West Nile or because of mosquitoes. I like to have bonfires and evening night, be outside in the evening. I know there's a lot of people that like to go camping and enjoy the outdoors, where you are outdoors the whole time. I remember nights as a kid being up north, sleeping in a tent, sitting by the fire all night, waking up in the morning and being like, man, I got chowed, but I had a really great time. I got chowed by mosquitoes. And never once did I have to worry about that other than, man, where's that anti-itch rub screen or, spray or cream or whatever. But now we got to worry about, man, I'm kind of starting to get a headache, and I was bit by a mosquito, right? Pam weighs in. We're facing the same thing with flesh-eating bacteria and swimming in warm bodies of water. That is true. Seems like many more cases there, too. That is also very true. There seems to be an extreme bloom on this planet right now in regards to viruses, bacteria. All of it is increasing in a way that is attacking humans and eliminating them. bigger picture here. Where is this coming from? Why the bloom in all of these things? And why do we not have a way to combat that? That's a great point, Pam. Thanks for bringing that up. Jared also says, heck no camping because the mosquitoes would have a feast. That is very true. That is what we used to do back in the day, though. Back in the day, sorry, that was the car windshield. Back in the day, we used to do that. We used to go camping. We used to be out all night. My buddies and I would go camping with our families. We would run around all evening, play hide and seek in the dark, in the woods, out in the woods. We would get chowed, and they would have a feast on us, and we would have fun doing it. Some of my greatest memories. And yet, no way you could do that now. Another thing I've noticed, if we want to stay on the bug topic, is the tick problem that we have here. Ticks have been something that has been on the rise, and continuously on the rise in the state of Michigan for years now, continuing to be a problem, increasing a Lyme disease issue. I remember back when I was a kid, I could run through the woods, be in the woods all day, shorts, t-shirts, all this stuff. Every once I have to worry about having a tick on me. Now, I can walk in the grass that I've cut, that's short, in the city, and you have to worry about ticks? What is this influctuation in bugs right now? Why? Why increase? Why are we being attacked by bacteria and viruses so much more heavily now than we've ever been? I guess we can talk about things and everybody has their theories. Global warming, changes in environment, changes in weather, changes of our planet. I don't know what you guys think about that. I mean, this is a very, very hot topic right now, and it is especially a hot topic for Michiganders, for everybody in the state of Michigan who's dealing with this. These counties are across the state, guys, for people who don't know the Michigan counties that are from out of state. Kalamazoo, Cass, Van Buren, those are on the west side of the state. Berrien, Barry, St. Joseph, Genesee, Lapeer are right here with me. Genesee and Lapeer. Genesee County is I'm very, very close to Genesee County. So I have family in Genesee County. It's scary, guys. It's something that reading this and then getting the updated article today, and thinking about kids and our pets and our family and our friends, and now we have to worry about mosquitoes. I can't even roll my window down while I sit and do all this. I mean, I know things change. Maybe this is us maybe we took it for granted. I don't know. I'm hoping, though, that in this day and age with the laboratories and the scientists and everything that's going on, the technologies that we have, we're capable of finding a way to combat this, find a vaccination for it, so we can continue to enjoy our lives outdoors with our family and our friends and our pets at all hours of the day and night if we want to. Continue to let me know what you guys think. It is definitely something that hit super home for me. It freaks me out, scares me for my kids, for my family, for my pets. It is just something that it's not very often I'm at a loss for words. And here I'm at a loss for words because I have such a mixed bag of feelings about it, and a lot of it is fear. I'm fearful. And I don't know how to address that just yet. Thank you so much, guys, for weighing in. I'm going to applaud you right now. So appreciative of all you guys being here. Thank you so much. Let me know what you guys think. Continue the conversation. Again, I'll repeat the question of the night. Does this scare you, and what do you think should be done about this? I've kind of expressed my feelings and, of course, what I think. You guys know that I'm feeling the fear, and but I'm not sure how to feel it. I really am not. Jared weighs in. I already read his. Sorry, he said that was about a feast. Deborah's jumped on. Thank you, Deborah, so much for being here. She says in California they sprayed malathion. I'm not sure what that is. Forgive me. In 1980, ruined car paint. They told us to stay inside. We would be fine. I was pregnant with David at the time, which is her son. He was born with severe pigeon toe. Sorry, David. He couldn't walk because of it. Newspaper articles confirmed later multiple cases of birth defects, just like my son, and by the way I worked for a Lyme specialist, and there is evidence that mosquitoes can carry Lyme. I don't doubt about the Lyme. I did not know that about David, but he's actually okay for everybody who needs to know. That is a perfect example of trying to. I don't want Congress. I don't want our government. I don't want our cities. I don't want our country. I don't want anybody to rush into doing something that can cause things, just as Deborah has pointed out. We have a history of this. We've seen something like this before. Not that I'm aware of. Back in 1980. I was born in 80. But others have seen this, and thank you, Deborah, for weighing in and letting us know this stuff. Super important, but we do have to find a solution. And again, like I said, I passed the truck spraying pesticides tonight as I was on my way in, and it did give me a form of relief. But long term, I can't not think about the long term. There about what am I breathing in and what are the effects of that as well. Is this something we're going to be talking about, like Deborah brought up, at some point? I don't know. It's definitely tough, and it definitely scares me, and I'm sure it does you guys too. Thank you so much, though, again, for you guys weighing in. So thank you so much. Guys, if you can, real quick, let me know. We got to spread the word on this. I think this is a hot topic. So if you guys could share this video right now on your own Facebook page so people can kind of see and weigh in as well. We got to spread the word a little bit, especially my Michiganders. If you could please share this video right now for me. Let people know this is what we're talking about. See if we can get a few more people to come on and do it and weigh in. That would be greatly appreciated, guys. Thank you so much. All right. Well, to keep moving on with the show, let's go ahead and get into the next topic that we usually do, which is a positive recap and reflection of the week, or a positive quote. I kind of have a little bit of both. I kind of feel like this is a good way of getting things moving and keeping things on this segment. So for my week, of course, has been busy yet again. I've had sports. My son and I coach youth football. My son plays. The boys played a tough game on Saturday, but lost, but learned a lot of great lessons from it, which is always great to see. My daughter Riley ran her best time in a cross-country meet. Shout out and quick, we'll get out to shout outs here soon, but congratulations to her. But it was a great week hanging out with family, a great weekend hanging out with family. And I got to give, I'll do shout outs here soon. We'll talk about that. My classes are going strong, lots of homework, lots of things. Very busy time. But my favorite time, of course, is Car Lot Confessions with you guys. I do have a positive quote that I'd like to share, of course, because that's what Car Lot Confessions is about, is being positive and spreading positive change. The positive quote for the week. Are you guys ready for it? Let me know if you guys are ready for it. Go ahead and weigh in. Give me guys a thumbs up or a heart out there if you guys can hear me too. I'm glad we haven't had any technical difficulties. So go ahead and give me a thumbs up or a heart. Let me know you guys are enjoying the show. I greatly appreciate it. All right. The positive quote that I've come up with for the week is a good one. I like it because I think it fits for the week. If you stumble, make it part of the dance. I found this on the internet. It was called River Yurt. Is the person that I believe quoted it. I'll read it again. If you stumble, make it part of the dance. This resonated with me, and it resonated with what's going on in my life right now, and it might resonate with yours. But every one of us will stumble at some point, and we stumble in ways and at different points in the dance of life. And remember, if we make it part of the dance, because it really is ultimately about the journey, right? We've talked about this before. It's all about the journey of getting there, not about the destination. If you stumble, make it part of the dance. it just is. It was such a great quote for me this week, and for my family, for people I know. I think it resonated with a lot of people, or would, and I hope it resonates with you. I feel like it's a really great quote. Let me know what you guys think about it. It's one of my more favorite ones as of late, because we all are part of the dance of life, and we all are part of being capable of stumbling, and stumbles are just part of it. And we learn from those stumbles, those mistakes, those things along the journey. And it's always great when we have a great support system, CLC community, family, friends, husbands, wives, children, moms, dads, aunts, uncles, best friends, there to help pick us up when we stumble, help to catch us before we fall. And this world is about helping each other. And I hope that we all continue to dance and dance together. And as we all stumble, we're all there to help pick each other up. So that's the positive quote for the week. Let me know what you guys think. A nice big applause for you guys. Let me know. I liked it. I think it was a really good one. Kara Ray, you've not been stumbling for months, and if you ever stumble, I will catch you, as she stated here in the chat. Jared, thank you so much for the congratulations to the family. I appreciate that. I like keeping you guys updated on what's going on in my lives. I hope you guys will continue, as in chat, to update us on what's going on in yours. And you guys can always leave positive comments and positive things on the Carlock Confessions Facebook page. We always love to hear what's going on in guys' lives, good or bad. We are all here to support one another, and it is a great place to give your own shout outs about yourself, because I think that's something that's very healthy and we should do. We should be shouting out our successes and definitely making sure that we enjoy them, always staying humble, but making sure that we enjoy the successes we have as well. All righty then, that's my positive quote for the week and my positive personal recap. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I know I did that with you guys. The quotes are always fun, and I do enjoy that part of it. Hopefully you guys do too. But it is also time now for the newest segment, of course, is our shout-outs for the week. I love shout-outs for the week. If you have any shout-outs right now that you would like to share, please feel free to put them in chat. I'll make sure to read them on camera for you so everybody can see them. Here we go. The shout-outs that I have for the week, though, I am going to have to again start out with my Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions for a great tough win against the Chargers on Sunday. Congratulations to the Detroit Lions for fighting through this one finally and getting their win. They are now 1-0-1 for the season. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the NFL season yourselves and your teams are winning or losing or you're enjoying it. But that I had to give a shout out to them. Real quick birthday shout out. Let's do a couple quick birthdays. Real quick, Chuck Mallard, a buddy of mine, turning 43 today. Happy birthday, Chuck. Shout out to him. Another friend of mine, Joy Williams' birthday. Joy, happy birthday to on Thursday of this week. And then Bobby Eastman, a.k.a. Uncle Bobby, will be turning, I don't know how he'll be turning. I didn't write that down, but his birthday will be on Saturday this week. Happy birthday to all of you. That is a shout-out to you guys. And, of course, I want to do a huge shout-out right now to all the parents who have kids in sports and everything that you guys all do to support the kids in sports and the crazy schedules. I do it. I coach. I have kids that are in sports. And I just want to give a huge shout-out to all the parents that have kids in sports right now that are constantly running and trying to get dinner made and getting kids from practice and picking them up from practice and supporting their children during these sports and some time. And I just want to give shout out to them real quick. And of course, everyone here tonight and who continues to support the Carlock Confessions community, a shout out to you guys as well. So I just want to throw that out there. That is the shout out section for the night. Let's go over to chat real quick. Jared weighs in. Tomorrow at 2 p.m., he is giving blood yet again and saving another 3 lives. Jared, thank you so much again for doing so, which reminds me, as always, as I end some of the show, Michigan is still in need of blood. And I'm sure your states, if you're as well, also could use blood. It needs a blood drive if you have one going on. It is one of the best ways to be able to give back and be the change. It does save lives. lives. So if you can donate blood, please do so, especially here in the state of Michigan. Big shout out to Jared for giving blood. Yet again, he added to his total of over 6 gallons already given. That is a lot of lives saved. Thank you, Jared, for sharing that. So that's fantastic. Thank you so much. Giving blood is always a good thing. I need to find a new place to go give blood. I need to. I'm looking forward to doing it yet again, which is what I plan on doing. That is a very enjoyable experience, knowing that I'm giving back doing so. Thank you for the challenge of giving me that, Jared. And the next time I do it, of course, I will share as well. Guys, it has been a really great show tonight. Let's go ahead and recap real quick if you guys want. First of all, we talked about T-shirts as always. If you guys would like to see a T-shirt on the show, please send me a message. We'll talk about where that can be. We had the poll question from last week about stopping time or teleportation. Stopping time won that, went out 70-30. We got a new great poll question for the week up right now in regards to newspapers, if you guys read them or not, including newspaper ads. Yes or no. A lot of people have already weighed in on that. If you guys could share that poll, see if we can get a few more votes on that. That would be greatly appreciated. It's a great way to promote Car Lot Confessions as well. We did a Grinds My Gear section, which, of course, you know I really love that. We talked about those automated telephone calls that you get from regards to the warranty on your car and how they come from all over the country. They're nonstop, and they really do grind my gears. We talked about in the news, again, a huge article and a big thing going on right now, current event in regards to the cases of mosquito virus, the EEE being investigated here in Michigan. 3 people have died here in the state of Michigan from it. We talked about the fears that are associated with it, the fact that there's no current vaccination. The question of the night came along with it. Does it scare you? Because it definitely scares me. And, of course, I want to know what you guys think should be done about it. So if you didn't get a chance to weigh in, please feel free to weigh in on the Facebook page or in the comments or the discussion section of YouTube as well. Always love to hear your guys' opinions and things and what you guys think about it. We did our positive personal recap, let you guys know what was going on in my family, and, of course, our positive quote tonight. If you stumble, make it part of the dance. There's a lot of interpretation there, and I think it really does fit really well. We did our shout-outs for the night as well, and then here we are at the end of the show, a fast hour, especially when you got great content like we have tonight. Thank you so much, everybody, for your contributions and for being here part of the show. Again, Car Lot Confessions would be what it is without you guys, and I greatly appreciate you guys showing up here as much as you do, the comments you leave, and just absolutely making this a success. So, as always, a shout out to the Car Lot Confessions community. Thank you guys so much for being here. So, Justin, Jared, Pam, Kiara, Deborah, everybody who was on this evening, thank you guys so much for being here. And if you are viewing this after it's gone live, make sure you guys come check out another live episode when you can of Car Lot Confessions. And we're live every Tuesday, and make sure to turn on your notifications so you know every time we go live. Guys, thank you so much. It's been a great night. Sad to see it come to an end, but we'll be back here next Tuesday. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. And please do me a huge favor, share this so we can get a few more people on next week. I look forward to seeing you guys then. Thank you so much. Car Lot Confessions. Guys, have a great night. And as always, remember, be the change. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you so much for being here.